And as men, I think it's safe to say that we all kind of make our circles smaller as we get older. But it's very, very still important to me to make sure I still have the right kind of people or right kind of guys around me. I know you've probably heard that the people that are around you are going to tell you where you're going to be at in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
So in a way, the people that are around you or the people that you associate yourself with, that's who you are. So like I'm very, very critical about having men of high character, high integrity around me. I love having loyal people around me. I love having people around me that, because I guess I like loyalty is really high on my list when it comes to friends, is because I feel like that I'm a loyal friend. And if I really put myself out there that I'll do whatever I have to do to support you or whatever the case is, the time that I feel like that you won't do the same for me, that's when I really have a problem. That makes sense.
Yeah, I get that.
Because I know that I go all out for the people that I care about. So is it too much for me to expect the same in return? And I guess in my life, I guess I can say that I've always struggled with not knowing when to cut people off. Like I feel like I pay attention to signs and things that happen. So I kind of know when it's time to start letting people go so they can't hurt you anymore.
Right.
But also with being so proactive when it comes to letting people go that are not, for me, sometimes I can cut people off prematurely. And I don't think that's a good thing. And me and you have talked about that. It's like, when I see something, I go ahead and I take it as, all right, that's warning. You need to go ahead and do something about this right now, or this person is going to hurt you badly later on.
Quote to what you said, show me your friends and, I'll show you your future. One of the things I think about with that is, and, it's not always the case, I would say.
Yeah.
But a lot of times for some people it is, the people that you surround yourself with, that you're laughing and joking with, and you're hanging out with on a regular basis, if I'm just gonna say it, if they ain't about nothing, chances are you might not be about nothing. If they're got ambitions and goals and dreams and doing the right things in life, chances are that you might end up doing that as well. Again, both sides. That's not a given, that just because you're hanging around some successful people that just means you're going to be successful. That it's not like that. It doesn't work like that all the time, because you have to, in some of these cases, you have to do the work. And in some of these cases, as far as you could just be the leader in that group and you're trying to help guide them. If you're in the group, that is, that you're trying to lead them out of these dark places or trying to get them to do the right things. And I think there's an element of that as adults and as, even as a teenager, you should be trying to teach people and instill positivity in people, right?
Yeah.
I also think about another little saying that goes, you lay down with dog, you get fleas. I think about that one as well too, right? And it's so layered, man, because it's not a guarantee, but it can be pretty telling who you're hanging around. You can pick up a bad label easily by hanging around the wrong people. You could pick up a good label just by hanging around the right people, right? And so I just think it's very, very important that we watch the company we keep.
Oh, yeah.
One of the things you talked about as far as cutting people off, and yeah, you and I, we've had those discussions before. And I would just say to anybody who may be going through this, or you've been a friend to someone and they wronged you, I would just say this, and it's this, me saying this is not me saying that I got it all together and I'm perfect with it, because there have been plenty of times people have wronged me, and they wronged you, and you know how it feels when somebody wrongs you. You want to have anything to do with them. You might want to hate them, you might want to be vindictive and do the same thing, but forgiveness to me is important, and you got to be able to forgive people. That doesn't mean that you have to like that person and you're best friends with that person and all those types of things, but you do need to forgive them. Be not just for their sake, but for yours, right? For your own peace, for your own sanity.
Yeah.
Right. And that's important.